What if the most beautiful love story in the Bridgerton world happened long before the Bridgerton children were even born, long before the famous balls, the scandals, and the romances we already know? There was a young woman who had no idea that one day she would become the heart of the entire Bridgerton family, and there was a man whose love would change her life forever. The new Bridgerton prequel is finally giving us a first look at the story fans have wanted for. Here's the love story of Violet and Edmund. But the trailer hints that their romance might be deeper, more emotional, and even more tragic than anyone expected. The world of Bridgerton has always been full of romance, secrets, and family drama, but one story has always remained in the background. That story belongs to Violet Bridgerton and her husband Edmund. Fans of the original series know Violet as the loving and wise mother who guides her children through society, marriage, and heartbreak. She is strong, calm, and always ready with advice. But the new prequel takes us back to a time when Violet was not yet the confident matriarch we know today. The trailer opens with a very different version of Violet. Instead of the experienced mother, we see a young woman stepping into society for the first time. She is surrounded by the beauty and pressure of Regency London. Grand ballrooms are full of music, glittering gowns, and watchful eyes. Every family is looking for the perfect match, and every young woman knows that one decision could shape her entire future. Young Violet appears hopeful and curious about the world around her. She is not yet carrying the responsibility of raising a large family. Instead, she is learning how society works and what her place might be within it. The trailer shows her walking through elegant gardens, attending crowded balls, and quietly observing the people around her. There is a sense that she is searching for something more than what society expects from her. This first look suggests that Violet may not fully agree with the strict rules of the time, while others are focused only on titles and wealth. Violet seems to believe that love should matter more. This belief could become the center of her story. It also explains why, many years later, she encourages her own children to follow their hearts instead of simply marrying for status. Another important part of the trailer is the atmosphere of Regency London itself. The show once again brings viewers into a world filled with color, music, and luxury. Carriages move through busy streets, candlelight shines in ballrooms, and every moment feels elegant yet tense. Behind the beauty of high society, there is always pressure. Families want power, connections, and the perfect marriage alliances. For a young woman like Violet, this world can feel both exciting and overwhelming. She is entering a society where every smile can hide a secret and every conversation can change her future. The trailer hints that Violet may soon face choices that will shape the rest of her life, but the most important change in her story is still waiting to appear. Because somewhere in this glittering world of dances and expectations, Violet is about to meet the man who will become the love of her life. And that meeting will begin one of the most important love stories in the entire Bridgerton universe. The prequel promises to show how Violet grew from a hopeful young woman into the strong and caring M. Other fans already know. It will explore her dreams, her fears, and the moment when everything in her life begins to change. And as the trailer slowly builds toward the introduction of Edmund Bridgerton, one thing becomes clear. This story is not just about romance. It is about the beginning of a family legacy that will shape the entire Bridgerton world for generations. As the trailer continues, the story begins to shift when one important figure finally appears. In the middle of the busy world of Regency society, a new presence changes everything for Violet. This is the first glimpse of Edmund Bridgerton, the man who will eventually become the center of her life. His entrance in the trailer is simple but powerful. While many men in society seem focused on status, wealth, and reputation, Edmund appears different from the very beginning. The trailer shows him arriving at a grand social gathering, surrounded by the same expectations that shape every young nobleman's life. Yet there is something calm and genuine about him. Instead of trying to impress everyone in the room, He carries himself with quiet confidence. His expressions suggest that he is more interested in real connections than in the games of high society. This small difference immediately sets him apart from many of the other men Violet meets. When Violet first notices Edmund, the moment feels natural rather than dramatic. There is no loud announcement or sudden attention from the crowd. Instead, the trailer hints at a quiet exchange of glances that feels honest and real. In a world where most conversations are carefully planned and controlled, this simple moment feels refreshing. It suggests that their connection may grow from something genuine rather than from social pressure. The story also begins to show who Edmund truly is as a person. He is presented as kind, thoughtful, and deeply loyal to the people he cares about. These qualities later become the foundation of the Bridgerton family values that viewers recognize in the original series. The trailer hints that Edmund believes love should be built on respect and trust, not just family arrangements or titles. This approach to life makes him stand out in a society that often values power above everything else. While other men compete for attention and approval, Edmund seems comfortable simply being himself. That quiet strength is likely what draws Violet toward him. She has already begun to question some of the strict expectations placed on young women, and Edmund may represent a different future from the one society has planned for her. Another interesting detail in the trailer is how their early interactions feel warm and natural. Instead of dramatic arguments or tension, their conversations appear relaxed and playful. Small smiles and soft laughter suggest that they quickly become comfortable around each other. These moments hint that their relationship might be built on friendship as much as a romance. The trailer also shows brief glimpses of Edmund's life outside the ballroom. He is seen spending time with his family and speaking with friends in a more relaxed setting. These scenes reveal that he values loyalty and connection. It becomes clear that Edmund is not just a charming gentleman in society. He is someone who believes strongly in the importance of family. This idea is important because it later becomes the core of the Bridgerton household. The love, support, and unity that define the Bridgerton family likely began with Edmund himself. His influence may have shaped the warm and caring environment that Violet later continues for their children. As the trailer builds these early moments between Violet and Edmund, it slowly begins to hint that their connection will grow into something much deeper. Their story is not being rushed. Instead, it unfolds gently, showing how two people can slowly recognize something special in each other. The growing bond between them begins to stand out against the strict and sometimes cold world of Regency society. In a place where marriages are often treated like business agreements, their connection feels sincere and emotional. That contrast makes their story even more powerful. By the end of this part of the trailer, it becomes clear that Edmund is not just another character entering the story. He is the person who will completely change Violet's life. Their meeting is the beginning of a love story that will shape the future of the entire Bridgerton family. Even long after Edmund himself is gone, the trailer gradually shifts from their first meeting to the early stages of Violet and Edmund's growing relationship, revealing moments filled with subtle tension, excitement, and emotion. Unlike many romances in Regency society, their connection isn't built on appearances or obligation. It begins with quiet understanding and mutual respect. The trailer shows small gestures, fleeting glances, and shared smiles that suggest an emotional depth not yet spoken aloud. Violet, who has always been observant and thoughtful, starts noticing qualities in Edmund that others in society might overlook. His integrity, his sense of humor, and the way he seems to genuinely care about people rather than just the status he holds. These early glimpses make it clear that their bond is more than just a social arrangement. It's the start of a partnership that will define their lives. In the trailer, one particularly striking scene shows Violet and Edmund walking through a lavish garden. Their conversation light but filled with subtle hints of attraction. The dialogue may be minimal, but the expressions, the pauses, and the body language carry a weight that words cannot. Every small moment seems deliberate, allowing the audience to feel the slow burn of connection between them. Unlike the more dramatic courtships often seen in period dramas, this one feels natural, as though it could be happening in real life. The trailer emphasizes that their love develops over time, shaped by understanding and shared experiences. Rather than instant infatuation, the prequel also begins to explore the challenges that come with their love. The trailer hints at the societal pressures that will test them, including expectations from their families and the rigid rules of Regency society. Violet, though headstrong, is still navigating the constraints placed on women of her time, while Edmund faces the duties of being the heir to the Bridgerton legacy. Their relationship must balance personal desire with public expectation.